We're going to write a bool function, and a bool function is just one which returns true or false. So in the past we've written functions which either return an int or a double, but in this case it's just going to return us a value of true or false. So the example we've got is just to write a function which is called isFriday. Bool functions tend to have a name which implies that the value returned will be true or false, so that's why this function is called isFriday. And what this function is going to do is it's going to be given a number, it's going to take in a number which represents the day of the week, so 3 for example for Wednesday, and then it's going to see whether that number represents a Friday, and then if it does it's going to return true if it is a Friday and false otherwise. So let's just write this function. So I've just got the main code already here, and I've saved this and compiled it to make sure that that works. Now when we're doing bool functions in C, we need to include a standard bool.h file as well, so that becomes one of our hash includes at the top. And then to write our function, we're just going to write it above main. So it's going to return bool, and it's going to be called isFriday, and it's going to take in a number. So the number, it's going to be an int, and we'll call that number day. So let's put in the opening and closing brace for our function. And then one way of thinking about it is just to say if day is equal to 5, then we want this function to return true. And if that's not the case, if it doesn't do that, then we just want it to return false. So that's what our function code looks like at the moment, and I'll show you an even shortened way of doing this. So this is our if statement. It's only one, so we can either have the curly braces there or not, so that's a matter of choice. So this is going to return a true or false value. Now to call this function, because it's going to return a true or false, we can just use it inside our if here. So if is Friday, and then let's give it a number. So if 5 is Friday, then let's just do a printf. So just print out hooray. Let's put a new line in. So what this program should do is, we've got a function here which is saying take in a day, and if that day is Friday, then return true, otherwise return false. And here what we're doing is we're using that function, because the if statement is only going to the if statement itself evaluates whatever it's got to true or false, and because this returns a true or false value, we can just use it inside our if, like so. So now when we compile it and run it, 5 is a Friday, so it does print out our message. If we gave it a different day of the week, then this would be false, and because that's false, this printing won't happen. So let's just compile that and run it, and the message doesn't get printed out. Now one more thing about bool functions is that here we've put an if return and then a return, but there is a way of shortening bool functions down to just say return, and then all we need it to return is whether day is equivalent to the number 5. So the value of day, is that equal to 5? And what this is saying is, if the day is equal to 5, work out what the value of this expression is and then just return it. So this is going to evaluate to true or false, and then whatever it evaluates to will get returned. So this will still work. So if we run this, we're calling our if condition with the value of 4. So if we now call it with 5 and compile it and run that, we get our message coming up. So I'll just do another quick video following this with one more bool function.